Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief Show. I am your host, Ginny. Today, we kick off with an incredible story of resilience. 52-year-old Maitreyi Karanth, a stand-up comedian and foundation founder, who gained 30 kilograms after a severe injury in 2005. But guess what? She turned her life around by adopting intermittent fasting, losing all that weight in just a year, and now she's maintaining a healthy, balanced relationship with food supported by her loved ones. Her journey is truly inspiring, emphasizing kindness and self-awareness. Next up, let's talk about the booming Hong Kong stock market. The Hang Seng Index just hit a 3.5-year high, thanks to positive trade news, like the US-Japan deal and upcoming US-China talks. Markets are buzzing with optimism, especially in tech and mainland Chinese stocks. It's a sign that global trade hopes are lifting our local economy and boosting investor confidence. Finally, in the world of tech and health, Hong Kong startups are making waves. Tech is developing an AI EEG platform to catch depression early, especially among youth and seniors. This innovative tool could revolutionize mental health screening and accelerate drug discovery, bringing hope to many who struggle silently. Please stay tuned as we dive deeper into these exciting stories. South China Morning Post vividly recounts the inspiring journey of Maitreyi Karanth, a 52-year-old woman who, after gaining 30 kilograms due to a squash injury and subsequent emotional eating, decided to reclaim her health. Her story is a testament to resilience, as she transitioned from a phase of self-acceptance and confusion to adopting a disciplined intermittent fasting regimen. Initially, she abstained from exercise, focusing solely on dietary changes, which led to a remarkable 30 kilograms weight loss within a year. Her journey was marked by struggles with relapse, but her supportive family and newfound understanding of her relationship with food helped her maintain a healthy weight of around 63 kilograms. Her experience underscores the importance of kindness and self-awareness, emphasizing that weight loss is deeply personal and that compassion from loved ones can make a significant difference in overcoming societal judgments and internal struggles. Hong Kong's South China Morning Post reports on the city's innovative approach to tackling mental health crises through Tech, a pioneering AI platform developed at City University. This cutting-edge technology utilizes EEG brain signals to identify early signs of depression, especially among vulnerable groups like youth and the elderly. With alarming statistics, over 1,100 suicides last year, the highest since 2003, the company aims to provide a faster, objective alternative to traditional diagnosis, which often relies on subjective questionnaires. Tech's platform, trained on diverse international data, can detect depression severity with up to 95% accuracy, offering early intervention opportunities. The startup plans to pilot its services in schools and clinics, with ambitions to revolutionize mental health screening by reducing reliance on time-consuming methods and minimizing the use of animals in drug testing, thus promising a more humane and efficient future for mental health care. The South China Morning Post also details the recent surge in Hong Kong's stock market, driven by optimism over international trade negotiations. The Hang Seng Index soared to a 3.5-year high, buoyed by positive developments such as the US-Japan trade deal and upcoming talks with China. President Trump announced a deal with Japan that includes a 15% tariff on imports and substantial Japanese investments into the US, easing fears of trade conflicts disrupting global markets. Meanwhile, anticipation of renewed US-China negotiations has further bolstered investor confidence, with regional markets like Japan and Australia also trending upward. This optimistic climate reflects a broader confidence in the global economy's resilience amid ongoing geopolitical tensions, highlighting how diplomatic breakthroughs can significantly influence financial markets and investor sentiment worldwide. The South China Morning Post vividly illustrates the remarkable progress of Hong Kong's ethnic minority communities, highlighting inspiring stories such as Lamia Shriya Rahman, a Bangladeshi-born innovator who has achieved extraordinary success. Ramon's journey from a university graduate with first-class honors to a founder of a groundbreaking AI startup exemplifies how targeted support, education, and perseverance can enable ethnic minorities to rise above systemic barriers. Her work on Seeker, a wearable device aiding visually impaired individuals, has garnered international recognition, including awards at the Consumer Electronics Show and a spot on Forbes 30 Under 30 Asia list. Ramon's story symbolizes a broader demographic shift, as more ethnic minority youths are attending university, gaining higher incomes, and breaking free from traditional low-end employment, thus reflecting a society gradually transforming its perceptions and opportunities for marginalized groups. The article also emphasizes the ongoing challenges and efforts to foster inclusion within Hong Kong's diverse society. Despite notable improvements, such as increased school attendance, rising incomes, and government initiatives, disparities persist, especially among non-Indian South Asians and other minority groups who still face lower wages and limited access to higher education. Community organizations like the Zubin Foundation and Christian Action play pivotal roles in empowering young minorities through scholarships, mentorship programs, and community hubs that promote cultural pride and integration. Initiatives like the Diversity Hub at Chungking Mansions serve as vital platforms for fostering a sense of belonging, confidence, and ambition among ethnic minority youth, helping them overcome societal biases and encouraging them to aspire higher, whether in academics or careers. Hong Kong's vibrant cultural tapestry is further showcased through the inspiring story of Joey Leung Ka Li, a Hong Kong-born pastry chef who has gained acclaim in Melbourne for her innovative Chinese-inspired desserts. Her journey from working in advertising to becoming a celebrated pastry chef underscores the power of cultural fusion and resilience. During Melbourne's prolonged lockdowns, Leung pivoted from her traditional career, channeling her passion into baking and creating mooncakes that became a sensation, bridging her Hong Kong roots with Australian tastes. Her decision to set up a pop-up shop in Preston Market, where she introduces local Australians to Hong Kong flavors through creative desserts like black sesame puddings and mango pomelo coconut noodles, exemplifies how cultural entrepreneurship can foster cross-cultural appreciation and preserve heritage. Leung's story highlights the potential for individual talent to inspire broader cultural exchange and innovation, enriching Hong Kong's global reputation in the culinary world. South China Morning Post vividly captures Taipo's bold ambition to elevate their football club into a continental powerhouse. With a strategic partnership involving Paul Cam, a seasoned expert in organizing high-profile matches across Asia, Taipo aims to showcase their talent and attract global attention. Their plans include hosting international friendly fixtures, enhancing their digital presence, and creating an electrifying match-day atmosphere that appeals to both football purists and casual fans. The club's leadership is determined to break past their previous limitations, investing significantly in players, marketing, and infrastructure, with a clear goal of reaching the semi-finals of the AFC Champions League and beyond. Their innovative approach, including a campaign slogan "Beyond Our Community," reflects a desire to transcend local support and forge a professional, globally recognized identity, promising to turn their aspirations into a dazzling reality on the Asian football stage. The South China Morning Post also introduces Rain Spencer, a rising star whose portrayal of Taylor in The Summer I Turned Pretty has captivated audiences. At just 25, Spencer's career is blossoming, with her breakthrough role only her second professional acting gig after her debut in Good Girl Jane, which earned her critical acclaim at Tribeca. Her journey from childhood in Germany to the bustling entertainment scene in Los Angeles reveals a passionate dedication to her craft, driven by a love for self-expression and storytelling. Spencer's methodical approach to acting, including curating playlists to embody her characters and practicing daily meditation, underscores her maturity and professionalism. Her portrayal of Taylor, a confident queen bee navigating complex relationships, showcases her ability to bring depth and vulnerability to her roles. Off-screen, she nurtures her well-being through music, art, and self-care routines, hinting at a promising future filled with diverse and compelling performances. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post details a subtle yet significant shift in international relations with the recent visit of Mikko Huhtari, head of the German think tank Mercator Institute for China Studies, MERIX, to Beijing. After years of sanctions and travel restrictions imposed by China in response to EU measures over human rights concerns, Huhtari's visit signals a tentative easing of tensions. His meeting with Chinese academic institutions and European diplomats suggests that Beijing may be cautiously opening channels for dialogue, although full sanctions remain in place. The development comes at a sensitive geopolitical moment, just ahead of a major EU-China summit, and indicates that both sides might be exploring paths toward renewed engagement. However, uncertainties linger, as the absence of official statements on the complete lifting of restrictions leaves open questions about the durability of this thaw, amid ongoing concerns over human rights issues and diplomatic stability. South China Morning Post reports that in Hong Kong, a young girl named Daisy Kwok has been missing for a week, sparking a large-scale search in Lion Rock Country Park. CCTV footage revealed she was last seen heading uphill towards the park, dressed in a light blue top, black pants, and carrying a red backpack. Her family, aware of her emotional struggles and recent break from school, is urging anyone with information to come forward. The police continue their efforts to locate her, emphasizing the urgency and concern surrounding her disappearance, especially given her recent emotional issues and the timing of her missed exams. Nikkei Asia details a vibrant surge in Southeast Asia's private equity scene, driven largely by local firms focusing on small and mid-sized companies. Thailand's 10-Bridge Capital plans to launch a $250 million fund aimed at supporting Thai companies' expansion across ASEAN, with major banks expected to contribute. The region's private equity landscape has seen a remarkable increase, with investments in Southeast Asia reaching 67 last year, 2.5 times more than in 2019, highlighting a shift toward backing smaller businesses often overlooked by Western funds. This growth is creating opportunities for rapid valuation increases and facilitating international expansion, although challenges remain, such as limited IPO appeal amid economic uncertainties. South China Morning Post also reports that due to the US-China trade war, Hong Kong shoppers are unexpectedly benefiting from a surplus of US cherries, with prices dropping to their lowest in 2 decades. The tariffs imposed by China on American cherries, reaching 58%, have led suppliers to divert large quantities to Hong Kong, which operates separately from mainland China's customs. As a result, the city's cherry imports have surged, with prices falling by up to 35%, making high-quality US cherries more affordable for consumers. This market glut, combined with a good US harvest and weak local re-export activity, has created a unique opportunity for Hong Kong residents to enjoy cheaper cherries, turning a trade conflict into a sweet deal for shoppers. The South China Morning Post reports that a recent incident at Delhi's Indira Gandhi International Airport involved an Air India flight that caught fire after landing, yet all passengers and crew members managed to disembark safely. The aircraft experienced an auxiliary power unit fire, a small gas turbine located at the tail cone responsible for providing electrical and mechanical power during emergencies and startup procedures. While the incident caused some damage to the plane, investigations are ongoing, and the airline has confirmed that no injuries occurred. This event follows a series of recent aviation mishaps involving Air India, including a tragic crash in Ahmedabad that resulted in over 260 fatalities, and a near miss involving a Boeing 787 Dreamliner departing from Hong Kong, which was forced to return shortly after takeoff due to suspected technical issues. The South China Morning Post also highlights concerns from Hong Kong lawmakers regarding the lack of comprehensive policy support for a proposed 301-hectare industrial port in the Western New Territories, aimed at fostering green energy, advanced construction, circular economy, and modern logistics sectors. Legislators emphasize the need for targeted policies, incentives, and supportive facilities such as tax concessions and subsidies to attract leading companies and stimulate industry growth. The project's strategic location near the airport and the Tuen Mun Chek Lap Kok link underscores its potential to boost logistics and e-commerce. However, questions about funding and land reclamation costs remain, with some lawmakers urging the government to ensure financial viability before proceeding with the development, especially given broader infrastructure plans like the Northern Metropolis. Meanwhile, the South China Morning Post reports that Hong Kong authorities have arrested 2 men suspected of laundering 1.15 billion Hong Kong dollars through cash smuggling and virtual asset transactions, including stablecoins. The suspects, a 37-year-old local and a 50-year-old non-local, were detained following raids on 4 residences and 2 companies, where police seized electronic devices linked to the case. Their activities appeared inconsistent with their financial backgrounds, raising suspicions of illicit money laundering. The case underscores the growing importance of regulatory measures for cryptocurrencies, as Hong Kong prepares to implement its first-ever stablecoin regulation on August 1, aiming to strengthen oversight of digital assets and combat financial crimes. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Turn on the TV screen, see the world unseen. China's on the news tonight, history in the spotlight. Scroll through my phone again, find out where to begin. Stories from the east to west, learning from the very best. News in China every day, learning in a fun new way. From the cities to the farms, feel the heartbeat, feel the charm. Ancient tales in modern times, mountains high and river rise. Culture rich in every town, golden driving never down. Every headline a new friend, from beginning to the end, connecting hearts through every word.